So several years back, my foundation worked with a group of volunteers to create St. Louis's only public skate park. Over time, I kept hearing more stories from the area, a Gothic church, artists, and an amazing group of locals helping out. This was a perfect opportunity to bring in my friends at Mini to collaborate with Brian Bedwell, the man at the center of all of this.
Well, I grew up here, my family's all from here. As far as like the people of St. Louis, I feel like a lot of people in St. Louis are kind of tough. We had a lot of stuff dumped on us in the past, so you gotta be ready for it. St. Louis is kind of in like a rebirth time right now. There's a lot of opportunity here. The cost of living is low, it's middle America. There's actually some really cool stuff in St. Louis. The river's amazing, biggest river in the United States. Barbecue's a big thing here. Yeah, St. Louis style barbecue, more of a sweet sauce. We're also known for beer. There's a ton of microbreweries that are starting to come up. There's way more to St. Louis than just the Arch, that's for sure. I'm Brian Bedwell. I'm the founder of KHPT. It's a St. Louis-based skateboarding advocacy group that's been around for about 8 years now. Right now, St. Louis is kind of going through like an urban revitalization. There's definitely a lot of repurposing going on throughout the city. It's been helping to rehab a lot of the buildings. There's just a lot of really cool history and architecture. A lot of artists have moved to St. Louis. I mean, there's just a lot of people that just keep on doing stuff. I mean, I got a couple of projects of my own going on, some rather large ones. This is the oldest Gothic-style Catholic cathedral west of the Mississippi River. I mean, there's nothing older than it out that way. It was built around 1856. The Catholic Church abandoned it in '92, and now it's a thriving community center. Since it's an old Catholic church, there's a bunch of old stuff laying around. Rather than sell it all off, we're trying to repurpose as much of it as we can and reuse it. Just get creative with it, and then you got your materials right there in front of you. You can use it for any number of different things. After 20 years of decay, it's cool to see that the neighborhood is, getting behind us and that the place is starting to thrive again.
When I spoke to Tony, he was telling us about Brian and his church, but also about this public skate park that he's working on that would be a good collaboration for the two of us.
How's it going, guys?
Good. Hi, Jack. Mini Market.
Brian.
Mini is all about great design, working with creative people and being able to empower them to do great things in the community.
Nice to meet you guys. Thanks a lot for coming.
It's an incredible space you have here.
Definitely one of a kind spot.
I've seen other spaces transformed, but not until you actually walk through the doors do you realize how amazing this place is. Everywhere you look, there's really interesting art throughout the church.
How's the community been with you being here and
They love us.
what you're doing here?
It's just not another abandoned building.
Passion's not something you can fake, and with Brian having so many different full-time jobs and moonlighting this basically on the side, that's something that really struck a chord for Minnie.
We like to work with really inspiring, creative people, and for sure, just to see what you've done here is it's pretty amazing.
Thank
I
you.
can tell you're creative. I've seen you skate, so I know you can skate. Really excited to see kind of that next project, the one that we could do together.
If you guys are interested, I can show you some of the prints before we head over there if you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good.
There is no public skate parks in the actual city limits.
That looks awesome, man.
Everything was like at least, 30 minutes away or more. We started going to the city and trying to be like, hey, we need skate parks, we need skate parks, we need skate parks, and then nothing. So if you really want it done, sometimes you just gotta do it yourself. That was an old gas station, and it sat there for like 25 years, just abandoned. So with volunteer funds and donated money that we'd raised ourselves, we bought it. And now we've turned it into an epic space for a community activity.
Here it is.
Yeah, welcome.
All right. You know what? We've been talking about this place on the phone so much. It's good to finally see it.
It's the first public skate park in St. Louis. It's in its kind of early stages.
We were starting to think about building a phase 2 to the skate park. Obviously, Tony Hawk Foundation is one of the first people you want to contact if you want to start building a skate park in any possible way.
That's kind of where Tony brought us in. He's like, this is a great opportunity for us to be able to help someone like him and expand on this piece and make it actually more usable for the public. And it's great for Minnie to be able to help.
I mean, it looks like a fun park.
Definitely, yeah.
And I see these kind of tight spaces you're working with.
Right.
And I think this is great. This is a great connection with us because Minnie is all about making the most out of tight spaces.
Minnie is all about design, taking spaces that are taken for granted and changing it, make it something great, make it usable. It's exciting for us. It gives us an opportunity to kind of be out of the office and do things that are actually helping a community, and what better place than St. Louis.
This thing is going to totally transform in about 6 weeks.
6 weeks. We're waiting for you and Tony here to come back and see us in 6 weeks, man.
Let's
We're
do
gonna
it.
get it done. We appreciate what Minnie did for us. Such a small thing for them, but such a great thing for us.
What's up, Brian?
Hey, Tony, where are you?
I'm just outside the city, crossing the river. I should be there in about 15 minutes.
All right, hey, awesome. I'll see you there.
It was a tight timeline. We had a lot of volunteers, helping out. It turned out to be super amazing. There's a lot of stuff going on. We got the pig roast going over here. We got a photo booth. We got all the neighborhood kids are here. That's great. Everybody likes Tony Hawk.
Yeah, buddy, how are you?
Welcome back, guys. Everybody around here is so excited. We really appreciate it. We don't get a lot of love here in St. Louis.
I think it's a great use of this space.
And we appreciate that. I mean, it's all skater built, skater designed.
Yeah, that shines through for sure. So this was the end of the original park right here.
That was the old portion of it, and then all this whole zone back here was the new stuff.
It's really seamless the way you combined it. It's awesome.
You guys want to come over here? I know there's a lot of traffic right now, but this is like a little homage. Here's your rally corner.
Wow, look at that. I love the connection with Minnie because if there's any car that can perform around a tight corner, it's a Minnie. It looks so fun, too.
Oh, it's all about speed over there.
Cool, I can't wait to skate it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys.
Hey,
Thank you all so much.
we did it. That's
great. Yeah, we definitely did it.
Seeing Tony here. Ripping the sailfish pretty much right in front of us. Yeah, they did it. Wow. And look at the people that showed up. This is great. This is kind of why you do stuff like this, so people can see what's possible in a community. And you know what? If Minnie can have a part of that, it was something that was worth doing.
It's amazing to see this whole community here. Young kids, older kids, adults, and everyone's just smiling. And people are telling me that's the biggest crowd they've ever seen here to date. So everyone's really happy to bring the community together. And that's what Minnie is all about.
I think it's super cool of Minnie to support an urban project like this. I mean, it definitely fits in with their values, and I think it's great in terms of the design elements and the repurposing of a space. This area is being revitalized so much, and I think the skate park is a good step in that direction.
I do it because I love skateboarding. I mean, we never had this whenever I was a kid here in St. Louis, and sometimes you gotta make a change. It's a really underserved area, so any kind of place like that where it's okay to go to and hang out at as a kid is a pretty good thing.